An interview can either make or break your career, so don't go unprepared. In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to prepare like a pro for that interview, so you can go into the interview with all the confidence you need to land that job. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Abby. On this channel, I discuss career, professional, and self-development. So if these are topics you're interested in, please hit the thumbs up sign and subscribe to my channel. So I remember the first time I had to interview for a position. It was right after university. And the first question they asked me was, tell me about yourself. I didn't know what to do, so I just started rambling on what I enjoyed doing. I enjoyed listening to music. I enjoyed dancing. I enjoyed hanging out with friends. This is my favorite food. I was just going all over the place. I didn't even know what I was doing. And then all of a sudden, the person that was interviewing me had to say, please stop. Like, what are you saying? I was so embarrassed. If possible, I could have turned pink. It was really embarrassing. He had to tell me, when I asked, tell me about yourself, I need to know what you've done that is relevant to this position. I need to know your educational experience. Tell me, what do you have? I don't care about your best food. In this video, we'll cover physical appearance, practice, research, and mental preparation. So the very first thing you need to do when you are going in for an interview is to research the company. You need to research the company in and out. You need to know everything there is to know about the company. How do you get information about the company? Go into their website, read. You can read their mission statements, their vision statement, their values. Secondly, you can go into LinkedIn to get more information about the company. You can also use Glassdoor. Usually on Glassdoor, there are reviews from employees in the company as well. So it gives you an idea of what is even the culture of this company. If most of the reviews are bad and they say perhaps it's a toxic environment, do you really want to work in such a place? Besides the fact that it's important for you to know what the company is all about, it's also important for your own self to know if this is even the kind of place I want to work. Researching the company is the key to asking relevant questions during the interview. At the end of the interview, you're usually asked whether or not you have questions, and definitely you should have questions. You should ask questions that are relevant. Don't ask questions that you could easily have found from a simple Google search or searching their website. If you've been able to read through their website, you know, these are the kind of questions I can ask. That perhaps I went through your website and I noticed that this wasn't there. Could you please provide me some information on this and this? They know that, okay, this person has actually done her research. Or you can say your vision, your mission statement also aligns with my mission, my values as well. Another thing is to know the job description. You need to know the job description in and out. It is your duty to do that before the day of the interview. Read, reread, and keep reading the job description. Why is it important? This is important because it helps you know how your skills and values align with the skills that they require. It's also important to identify keywords in this job description. For instance, they are looking for someone that is collaborative, a team player, adaptable. They put in certain key terms like that. During the interview process, when you are communicating your skills and values, regurgitate these words for them, right? Tell them their words that you put there. If they ask questions like, why should we hire you for this position? You can say, looking at the job description, I see that you are looking for someone who is adaptable, who is a team player. I believe I have all these skills based on my years of experience and what I've done. For example, I collaborated, blah, 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 right? So you are regurgitating it, you are giving it back to them. It also makes the job of the interviewer very easy. Most times after an interview, the interviewer would put down a report as to how the interview went, how does this person fit. So you've made it easy for them by actually saying how you fit, how your skills align with the job description. It's easy for them to put it down in writing when they are preparing their report on the interview. Secondly, it makes them see you in the role, right? When you say, I can do this, I can do this, this is what you asked for, this is what I can do, this is how we align with the job description. Like, it's just perfect. Please take the time to read and assimilate the job description, right? So that you are really armed and ready to go when they ask questions as to why your skill set aligns with them, why they should hire you, why you think you are the best fit for this role. Knowing the job description will help you a lot when questions like that come up. It's also important to practice common interview questions ahead of time. That should be a bonus. There are some common interview questions like, tell me about yourself. What are your strengths and weaknesses? How do you handle conflict? Questions like that are typically asked during an interview, especially the first question. More often than not, it's tell me about yourself. So you need to take the time to actually practice answering that question. You can practice alone in front of the mirror, see how you're responding, look at your body language. Are you fidgeting? Are you playing with your fingers? Are you moving? Are you looking uncomfortable? That would help you. You can also practice with friends and people you trust, right? They can set up a panel for you and just ask you these common behavioral questions that are usually asked during the interview. During your practice, you should also ensure that all these questions are limited to 2 minutes, right? Don't ramble. When you practice, it helps you know, okay, this is what I'm going to say. Another thing is practicing builds your confidence. Please be on the lookout though. I'll be putting out a video on some common interview questions and how to respond to them. For instance, they ask you, tell me about yourself. If you've practiced it, you go in with confidence. If that's the first question they ask you, your confidence shoots up because you know exactly how to answer it. You've prepared everything, you've practiced it. It's not even cramming, right? It's practicing. So you know what you want to say, you know how you structure your responses, you know where you start from, you know where you end. So please bear in mind that you have to practice common questions. It's a bonus point for you. So this also ties with practicing ahead of time. It's that you need to prepare your star stories for every behavioral question that you're asked. So when you practice responding to behavioral questions, practice with stories. You should at least have 3 stories for every question you're asked. That is situation, task, action, and result, right? You can say, my strength is I'm a team player, I work well with people, and then you can provide a situation. I had a situation where I had to work with these people. This was the task I was given. Let them know what the task is, and then this was the action I took to make sure that we all worked well together. We were able to collaborate, and finally, this was the result I was able to achieve. When you are practicing for behavioral questions ahead of time, make sure you have examples. You need to have stories. Don't just say, my strengths are I'm collaborative, I'm adaptable, I work well under pressure. If one of it is you work well under pressure, great. I work well under pressure. There was a situation in my former office where I had to do this for the situation. This was the task I was given, and then this is the action I took, and this was the result. So that will stick into their brain. It will make you more memorable. Make sure you come armed with all your star stories. You also need to dress the part. It is very important. As the saying goes, dress the way you want to be addressed. So when you are going in for an interview, it's very important to dress well, right? Look good, smell good. Don't overpower them with your smell. Research the company. If it's a tech company that we don't have to be too formal, you can come in a business casual outfit. If, for instance, you are going to interview in a law firm, then you should come dressed in a suit. As a woman, you can wear a suit or a blazer. Just come with a jacket on. So make sure you dress appropriately for the interview. You also need to come in armed with questions. For me, 4 is a suitable number. Try and come in with at least 4 questions that you will ask. If it's a panel interview, have 1 question for each person on the panel. If it's 1 person, then direct all your questions to the person. An interview is a 2-way street. While they are interviewing you, you are also interviewing them. So come with good, smart questions, right? Don't ask questions that you could easily have seen on their website or on LinkedIn or in the news. So you can ask questions like, what does growth mean to them in this company? Are there opportunities to grow in the company? You can even go further and say, I researched and I saw this. That's why I'm asking this question. You know, the person really has interest. They've gone above and beyond to actually research our company. You can ask questions like, what is the biggest challenge the company is facing at the moment? That can turn into a discussion as well. You can ask questions like, what does success mean in this role? Or what do they define as a successful person in this role? What are the challenges the team has been facing in the past few months? What are the goals for the team in the next fiscal year? That you read this online, but just wanted to have a further idea of what are the goals, what the team intends to achieve in the upcoming quarter. Questions like that. Smart, sensible questions. If this is possible, it's important to do a mock interview with people you can trust. If you're unable to do a mock interview, you can record yourself in front of the mirror, or even if it's a mock interview, try and record it so that you have the opportunity to watch yourself, see whether you are fidgety, how do you compose yourself. If you do a mock interview with friends or with someone you can trust, after the interview, ask for feedback so that this would also help you to prepare adequately for the actual interview in itself. You might think you have everything, but it's a different thing when you are actually saying it and you are discussing it. So the virtual interview, tell your friends or whoever. That's what I usually do, to call you over the phone. And once they call you, hello, Mr. D, and you guys, you'll be very, very serious. They'll be asking you common behavioral questions. Respond with the examples, the STAR method, which I mentioned earlier, the situation, task, action, and result example for every question that is being asked. So doing a mock interview is also important and also very helpful for you as well. It's also important to be mentally prepared to sleep well the night before the interview. I know you might be nervous and all, but please take your time to actually sleep. Rest your brain, rest your mind. In as much as you have prepared before the interview, you'll be fine. Everything will go well. But please make sure you rest. Then also during the interview, before you go into the room, if it's a physical interview, or before you hop on that call, if it's virtual, ensure that you practice mindfulness. You can take deep breath. That would also help you to relax before you start. And remember that I've practiced, I've got this. And finally, it's important to have good etiquette. So an in-person interview, when you go in, make sure you give a very firm handshake. Look at whoever you're meeting eye to eye. Don't slouch, be friendly, be confident. All this would also help you in acing that interview. Remember, an interview is a two-way street, right? As you're interviewing you, you're also interviewing. The company is actually a good fit for you as well. So please be calm, stay confident. You've got this. Let me know which one of these tips you'll be using at your next interview. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Best of luck in your next interview. See you next time.